Hey guys, Boys here, and we are on settera. Yes, after 2 episodes, we're not just on a random geography related quiz, we are on the geography quiz website. I highly recommend settera if you are learning geography, but for now, we are doing a type of quiz kind of unique to settera. Not really unique, but when I think of the click type quiz, I think of settera. So, yeah. We are going to be finding all 197 countries because it's not really useful to just memorize every name. It's more practical to know where they are on the map and know some information about them. So, for our first topic, kind of information one, we are going to be finding every country except for Taiwan and Kosovo, which, while I love settera, it does kind of suck at updating its things. It doesn't really like updating quizzes, it likes putting new ones. So we are just going to have to roll with it. So yeah, we'll just start, and because this doesn't have a time limit, I can say wait until the end of the video for a cool thing I'm going to be announcing. So yeah, we're just going to get started. So Angola is right here. Finland is closest to Russia. Now Seychelles. Seychelles is one of our first of many very highly complicated island nations. You got the Caribbean, you got Oceania, and then you got the 5 around Africa. Now, the Seychelles are how I like to remember the Seychelles is I just kind of don't. Basically, Somalia is here, Seychelles is here, they both start with S. It's gonna stick in your brain. Well, sticks in my brain. You might have to do something else to help it stick in yours, but whatever. We got Mauritania right here. Niger, now, I don't, for obvious reasons, I don't want to highly say this country's name, but we're going to have to roll with it. Now, Niger is at the top and Nigeria is at the bottom. So just try to remember that and you'll be fine. The Gambia, tiny country, it's inside Senegal. Kind of like a Pac-Man type. You got Georgia, the 3 Caucasus region countries, something like that. Georgia is flat, the top long one. Uganda. Now, Uganda is right here, and when we get to Rwanda, I'll put a trick for Uganda. But let's go. Lesotho. So Lesotho is right here. It's the bigger country inside of South Africa. Well, I guess Eswatini or Swaziland isn't in South Africa, but whatever. So the way I like remembering where Lesotho is that Lesotho has 2 O's, and the country of Lesotho kind of looks like a squished letter O. Now Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a micro country in Europe. Is definitely not going to be the last. Now, basically, you got Luxembourg here and Liechtenstein here. The way you can know Liechtenstein is Switzerland has a complicated name, and next to the complicated name of Switzerland is the even more complicated name of Liechtenstein. Next, St. Lucia. So we go down here for the Caribbean. There we go. So St. Lucia. So St. Lucia is one of the countries that have less confidence in, but basically, to forget about all the other Caribbean countries, if you think of the alphabet, Dominica is first, so it's at the top, and St. Lucia is at the bottom. Because S is after D. Yeah, that's right. So South Korea, I'm pretty sure most people know where South Korea is, right here, below North Korea. Nicaragua, just right here. It's big country in Central America, people like to say. Libya, big northern African country. Now, Grenada. So, Grenada, if we go back to the Caribbean, you have St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and below that is Grenada. Grenadines, Grenada. So, yeah, that kind of helps you remember it. Somalia, just right here, edge of Africa. North Korea, most people know South Korea, so you should get North Korea pretty easily. Panama, there's not really a easy way to remember Panama, just it's edge of, I guess a way you can do it is on edge of North America and South America, and you could remember that the blue is North America and the red is South America, or vice versa, I don't really care. Next, Kenya. Kenya is right here. Laos is right here in between Thailand and Vietnam. Tonga. Now, Tonga is our first oceanic country. So, Tonga is, there's not really a good way to memorize Tonga. It's just Fiji has a pretty unique shape, and next to Fiji is Tonga. Next is Tunisia, just Tunisia. It's right here. Now, the Federated States of Micronesia, or if you want to save your brain, just say Micronesia. Now, Micronesia is right here, in between Vanuatu and the Marshall Islands. Micronesia, Marshall Islands. Yeah, that helps, I hope. Bangladesh, just right under India, like India straight completely dominates over Bangladesh. Venezuela, right here. Rwanda. Now, here is where we go back to Uganda. So, you can remember Uganda and Rwanda. Uganda. Kind of helps. Now, Austria, there's not really a good way to memorize these really blobby European countries, but hey, you'll get it over it. I believe in you. So remember, we had Niger, now we have Nigeria at the bottom. Burundi, just right here. Now that you know where Uganda and Rwanda is, hopefully, then you can most likely get Burundi pretty easily. Belize is right here, below Mexico. Is that below Mexico? I like to say Mexico's below Mexico's here, but when we're talking countries, it's here. And speaking of Mexico, didn't see that right there. Qatar. So for Qatar, basically, Saudi Arabia, pretty big country, hard to miss. And on the side of it is Bahrain and Qatar. So you gotta just kind of use the same thing. Bahrain is first in the alphabet, so it's at the top. Qatar is after Bahrain, so it's at the bottom. Whatever you want to do. The Maldives, really beautiful, but it's under India. Now Ireland, most people should know Ireland. Pretty confident in that. Argentina, pretty big country. Mauritius. Now, Mauritius is another African country, another African island that it's just so remote that there's not really a good way to remember it. Just kind of like Madagascar, and the side of Madagascar is Mauritius. So that helps, but no, it's most likely not gonna. Whatever. Now, Slovenia and Slovakia. These are the two countries that are really the only two blobby countries in Europe that you can memorize decently easily. Now, Slovakia is this long one, and Slovenia is this tiny one. Well, I hope that helps. Now, the Republic of the Congo right here, next to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Costa Rica is right next to Panama. North Macedonia, circle. United Arab Emirates with a UAE. It's kind of like the curve of Saudi Arabia. So Oman would be right here, and UAE is right here. Now, can't talk anymore. Mongolia. Mongolia is, if you guys are history nerds, if you're watching geography videos, then most likely also semi-relevant in history, then the Mongol Empire basically went around this whole entire area. So basically kind of center of the Mongol Empire is Mongolia. Makes sense. So Tuvalu, you remember we found where Tonga is? Right diagonal of Tonga is Tuvalu, and the flag of Tuvalu has diagonal-ish stars, so that'll also help you. Palau, there's not really an easy way to know Palau. Just Papua New Guinea, above that is Palau. Both start with P. Boom. Sao Tome and Principe. Now, kind of, you see how, no, there's not really any way to memorize Sao Tome and Principe, just kind of gotta know it. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? Comoros, so you know how the crescent moon in Comoros curves? The islands of Comoros, if you can kind of see it behind the dot, they also kind of curve. So that can maybe help you. Papua New Guinea, pretty easy, side of Indonesia. Tanzania, pretty easy. Japan, I mean, if you don't know Japan, then I don't know what you're doing, but hey, it's right there. Island, country, side of China. Solomon Islands is right up here. Do not get it confused, which I almost did with Vanuatu. The Solomon Islands are right up here. No, just right here. Well, there's not really any way to memorize it. So, now for Bahrain. So, we found where Qatar is, and if you know where Qatar is, right above Qatar, Bahrain. Romania, the ruiner of trying to know where flags are, because its flag looks exactly the same as Chad, but it's a big circle right here. Moldova. Now, Romania's flag is blue, yellow, red, and Moldova's flag is blue, yellow, red. So, and they're right next to each other. They just copied the flag. They didn't, but not necessary. Serbia, right here. No Kosovo, so RIP. Latvia. So, Up here in the Balkans, you got Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. So Latvia is LA, it's at the top. LI, Lithuania, is later in the alphabet, so Latvia's on top. Czech Republic. The Czech Republic is up here, above Austria. Don't get it confused like I have done multiple times with Slovakia up here. Czech Republic, Czechia, whatever you want to say. Up there. Luxembourg. Now, if you know where Liechtenstein is, then Luxembourg is just kind of the two L's diagonal of each other. Uruguay. Now, so Uruguay, the flag has a sun in the shape of a circle, and Uruguay kind of looks like a circle. I know that some other South American countries look like circles, but just the way I know it. Spain, right here, pretty easy. Afghanistan, the only country in settera which will not show the flag. If you paid attention, the other countries have shown the flag, but Afghanistan, because of political reasons which I can't talk about, doesn't have the flag, but it's the center of all the stands. Italy, you see, Italy has flag. Why not Afghanistan? I know why, but Italy right here, the boots. Monaco. So Monaco is right here. There's not really an easy way to know Monaco. Just Monaco's here. Malta is here. Eritrea, just kind of this long, kind of nose shape. Antigua and Barbuda now. Back to the tiny island nations. So, basically, how we have been doing with is first in the alphabet, so it's on the top. Antigua and Barbuda starts with A, so it's on the top of all the countries. Not really, but and the Caribbean kind of follows this straight-ish line down, and Antigua Barbuda, because it starts with A, is on the top of that line. Now, El Salvador is right here, below Honduras. Not really an easy way to know it. Norway, right here. Ukraine. If you watch the news, you should know about this country. And its shape, Malaysia, right here. Albania, you know how Serbia is really big rectangle? Albania is really small rectangle. Cambodia, big circle. Ethiopia, bigger circle. You know how Ethiopia flag, big circle. This is kind of a circle. Ivory Coast. Don't get this mixed up with Ireland. You see this flag? Look at the name. You can look at the name. It's fine. Look, Ivory Coast. So, Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire is right here. It's kind of like right below Ireland too, which is pretty funny. Both have really similar flags. Ireland, zoom, Ivory Coast. South Africa, it's the south of Africa. I mean, that's just obvious. Turkey, pretty easy. Benin, now Benin is, you all make a few mistakes with Benin, but you got Benin here and Togo is here. There's not really a good way to remember this, but Togo, T is pretty skinny letter in English, and this is a skinny country. Benin is a pretty thick letter in English, so it's slightly thicker. Mozambique, right here. The Bahamas. The Bahamas are actually one of the few Caribbean countries that are actually pretty easy. It's right here above Cuba. Lithuania. How we did Estonia, Latvia at the top, Lithuania at the bottom. You know. Turkmenistan. Now, the way I know this is this kind of weird shaped country is Uzbekistan, and then Turkmenistan, the second letter is a U, so below Uzbekistan is Turkmenistan. Now Kyrgyzstan, just doing all the stands. Kazakhstan is this big boy, and below Kazakhstan is Kyrgyzstan. Once again, K-A at the top, K-Y at the bottom. Ecuador, just right here. Ecuador owns this island, fun fact. Now, once again, with the alphabet method, Zambia at the top, Zimbabwe at the bottom. India, pretty easy country. Eswatini, if you know where Lesotho is, Eswatini is just the other country trapped in South Africa. Now, Barbados. Barbados is basically how the Caribbean countries all form a line. Barbados is like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And it's just on the side. God damn, this is gonna be a long video. Bhutan, right here, little dollop. Zambia, you know Zimbabwe, Zambia just follow the same pattern. Vietnam, Vietnam is the last one. Once again, follow the alphabet rule. Vietnam starts with V, so it'll be at the end. Dominica, now, basically, we already did St. Lucia, and once again, alphabet method. St. Lucia at the bottom starts with S. Yeah, and Dominica is at the top because it starts with D. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Once again, you know Grenadines. Pretty easy. Andorra. So there's not really a good way to know Andorra. Just right here, middle of France and Spain. Egypt, pretty easy country to know. Guyana, and oh my god, what is this country, guys? I don't know. Yes, the United States, pretty easy. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, pretty big country in Africa. Guinea-Bissau, now, oh god. So, this big country over here is Guinea, and right next to Guinea is Guinea-Bissau. Togo, right next to Benin. Trinidad Tobago. Now, Trinidad Tobago, once again, you know how Barbados did its own thing, didn't follow the Caribbean line. Trinidad Tobago kind of did his own thing. And it's really close to South America, but it's actually a North American country. Wow. Fun fact. Hungary, right here. Suriname, right here. There's not really good ways to know any of these countries. Fiji, we learned Fiji with Tonga and Tuvalu, so Fiji should hopefully be easy. Botswana, Guatemala, and now for Samoa. So basically, once again, Fiji is just helping all of us. Fiji, the side of Fiji is Samoa. And if you're getting confused with all the Fiji islands, then another way you can do this is the two tiny countries of Oceania. You got Nauru to the north and Samoa to the south. Next is Armenia, Belarus, supporter of Russia, so it borders Russia. Nepal just follows the Himalayan mountains. Haiti is right here. God damn, I need some water. So, Haiti is right here. The Dominican Republic is right here. So, Haiti right here. If you kind of look at the side, it kind of follows an H pattern. Bulgaria, just right here. If you can kind of see it, people say that it kind of looks like a bull. This is the face, that's the horn, but like I don't really see it. But if you see it, then it could help you. Guinea, so you know Guinea-Bissau, you can definitely know where Guinea is. Central African Republic, now keyword central, so go to the center of Africa and boom, right there. Bolivia, right there. Russia, the biggest country in the world, so should be pretty easy. Tajikistan, now just right here. There's so many stands that it's honestly pretty hard to keep track of them, but remember, this is Turkmenistan, this is Tajikistan. They both start with T, so if you're, that could help. The United Kingdom, the UK, it's pretty easy. Lebanon, so if you watch the news, is Lebanon? I actually don't know, but you know, Lebanon, north of Israel, and Palestine. Sri Lanka, teardrop shaped below India. Bosnia and Herzegovina. So you see Bosnia's flag, it has like this diagonal yellow. The flag of Bosnia and Herzegovina is the shape of Bosnia and Herzegovina is also kind of a diagonal. So yeah. Palestine. Oof. You know, the angry people, there's some issues happening around here, so let's just move on from that. So, Namibia, right here, Uzbekistan, right here. You know, it's pretty funny how we got Afghanistan and Uzbekistan, the first stand alphabetically and the last stand alphabetically, so close to each other. Pretty strange. Croatia, now a very funny meme in the geography community, and a good way to remember Croatia is it just takes all of Bosnia and Herzegovina's coastline. So yeah. Oman, so how the UAE is on top of Saudi Arabia's curve, Oman is on the side of it. Next is Ghana. Ghana's just right here. Jamaica just right below Cuba. Mini Cuba over here. Jamaica. Marshall Islands, so we know Micronesia is right here, and the side of Micronesia is the Marshall Islands. You got Iraq right next to Iran. Singapore down here. Sierra Leone right here, circly thing. St. Kitts and Nevis. You know how Antigua Barbuda is right here at the top? St. Kitts and Nevis is on the side. Just right there. I'm gonna try and speed this up because goddamn this is gonna be a long video. Estonia at the top. Iran here. Portugal, side of Spain. Dominican Republic, we found where Haiti is, so Dominican Republic right there. Kuwait, right here. Mali, just right here, next to Mauritania, Mali. Malta, right below Italy. Pretty easy. Belgium, right here, in top of France. Belgium. Denmark, and if this is too hard for you, click on Greenland. Greenland is Denmark owns Greenland, so clicking on Greenland will be a correct answer. Kazakhstan. We should be very aware of where Kazakhstan is because of its help with Kyrgyzstan and all the stands right here. Cyprus, the shape is literally in the flag, so I don't know what to tell you. Slovakia right here. Know where Slovenia is. Slovakia should be pretty easy. Jordan, if you tilt it upside down, it kind of looks like the letter J. J for Jordan. Liberia, kind of looks like the US flag, but it's right here. Greece, pretty famous country. Not that hard to know. Syria, right here. Poland, right here. If you know anything about history, then Poland should be a pretty well-known country for you. Azerbaijan, right here. Honduras, right here. Indonesia, a really big island. Lots of outs, just lots and lots of outs. Madagascar. I like to move it on this big island. Chile. Chile is very, 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 very long. Should help you. Nauru. So, oh my god, where are we? We know where Samoa is. Samoa is to the south, and Nauru is to the north. Saudi Arabia, a pretty big, famous country. France, know where France is. Gabon, right here. Cameroon, right here. Australia, right here. Australia's really big, so it's not that hard. Sweden, right here. Montenegro. So, Montenegro is right here. It's right below Bosnia and Herzegovina. Canada, now Canada's really big, so it should be pretty easy. Senegal, we said Senegal eats the Gambia, and so you should know where Senegal is. Malawi, long boy right there. Iceland is an island. Whoa, look at that. Switzerland, oh my god, I'm actually going crazy. China, should know where China is. Yemen. You got Cuba, and Cuba is right here. Long boy. Equatorial Guinea is right here. It's in the equator. It's in the middle of Africa to the side. Paraguay, right here. Brazil, big country. The Vatican. Now, one of our last confusing country pairs. San Marino is up here. The Vatican is at the bottom. Once again, alphabet method. Israel, right here. East Timor, right here. Side of Indonesia. This little dot. Myanmar is right here. Germany, pretty famous country. Cape Verde, right here. You can kind of see the islands of Cape Verde. Kind of make a C, so that might help. Morocco up here. Colombia up here. Sudan here. Vanuatu now. Vanuatu is down here. New Zealand is side of Australia right here. Djibouti, funny country to say, right here. Brunei, right here. I can't let this be a 40-minute video, guys. I got speed up. Thailand, right here. Once you get to the end of this quiz, it's pretty easy. South Sudan, it's south of Sudan. Peru, here. San Marino, alphabet method, Vatican City at the bottom, San Marino at the top. Chad, kind of looks like a face. That's so Chad. Mean, he. Pakistan, here. Philippines, here. Kiribati is here. This long thing, you see its flag is the ocean and the long ocean. My help, hopefully. Algeria is here, and nope, Burkina Faso is here, and for our last country, Netherlands, right up here. And that is 100% with a bunch of talking, 33 minutes, 46 seconds. Here's the date. If you want to know, yeah, I'm recording this at 9 p.m. I don't care. But, yeah, so, time for the thing I said. Now, here, or if you're at the end of the video, if you've seen all of this, then, wow, really? You've watched me talk for 33 minutes? Damn, thanks. But if you've skipped, then don't worry, it's fine. I don't really care. Whatever. Just clicking onto this video is good enough for me. But for the cool thing I promised, for my next video, I am going to actually teach you how to learn some geography. I know that we have done some pretty easy quizzes listing off every country, listing off every country's flag, and this is honestly a pretty easy quiz. There's a lot of big countries to help you, and I hope this video did help you. But now we're going on to the big boy quizzes, the hard quizzes. And yeah, but in between the easy quizzes and the hard quizzes, I'm going to do a tutorial on how you can actually learn geography. If you don't really care about flipping learning geography and just want to see me torture my brain by learning all this stuff, then our next video after this is gonna be capitals. But because I don't know all the capitals, we're doing only the capitals of North and South America. I'm gonna do a 2-in-1 quiz video. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, see you later.